Alright, well welcome back guys. Kelly did the unboxing of the sausage kit, so right now we're preparing to make the sausage, and we're going by the instructions here. They have it's a bag of seasoning and a bag of cure, and they give you a chart here on the poundage of meat compared to what seasoning and stuff. Pretty simple to follow, and we got it mixed in here. And what it calls for is we're going to rough grind this through a coarse grind the venison, and we got pork sausage here. It's kind of like a 90-10 mix we're going to be making. So we got the coarse grinder blade in. So for directions say we're going to run that through. We're going to mix the water, and then run it through again, and then stuff the casing. So that's what we're about to do. So we cut all our meat up into like 1-inch cubes, a little smaller, makes it easier for grinding. So we just got the grinder on about a number 4 there. And we'll grind our venison up first, and then do our pork, and then mix the seasoning in, and then regrind it. But you can see that coarse grinder, how big that grind is coming out of there. A lot of people like it smaller, but we'll do this first because that's what the directions say. Alright, so we got our venison with a coarse ground. We have 4 pounds of that, and we have our pork roast, which has quite a bit of fat in it, which is what I wanted, and there's 2 pounds of that. And we will mix this together. And we'll take the seasoning, and we're supposed to sprinkle this over. This is actually a cure, so what we're going to do is after we get it, and it calls for 4.6 ounces of water in there. And we'll mix it up, and then sprinkle more in here. And when we get this mixed up, we will run it through the grinder again, so we'll be right back. Alright, so we have our meat, and we are mixing it as instructed. It is kind of a messy process here, so but I want to make sure and get the pork and the venison mixed together. Now, like I said, it called for either a coarse blade or a thinner blade, I guess. But that's I want to go with the coarse one. Smaller holes gives you more of a finer grind. So we will get another bowl, and for some oddball reason it calls the directions say do not mix the cure and the seasoning with the meat in a metal bowl in big letters. I have no idea why. Maybe it eats the metal up or something. I have no idea, but we did what we were supposed to and mixed it in a plastic bowl. So we're going to start regrinding this. This grinds easier when it's really cold or just borderline froze, but it's starting to thaw out, and I didn't have time to refreeze it a little bit, so it's getting kind of sticky. A lot of the tallow and stuff out of the fat comes out when you're grinding it. Alright, well, we just finished grinding up the meat, and we did some cleanup. The casings, it said to soak for an hour beforehand in warm water, so we did. It makes them very flexible and pliable. And we have our sausage making gun here, which is basically nothing but a big caulk gun for meat. And we put the wide tip on there, and you just pack it full, and just like a caulk gun, you run it right through. So what we're going to do is roll this down to the end. They come pre-tied, and I guess when you're done, it says to use that excess string to tie the end. So we're going to stick this right down in there. A lot easier to get that in the bag than just trying to shove it in there by hand. And we emptied that whole tube out in no time flat. Looks like one tube gives you half of a casing. And we'll just start packing this again. This whole process is kind of messy, but it's going to be worth it in the end. At least I hope so. Like I said, just like a grease gun or a caulk gun. Pack it full. Screw that on there. We're ready to go again. Just gonna pack that in there tight. I'm gonna add some more to this, but I'm gonna get the air pockets out of there. A lot of the grinders have the tips right on them, and you can use the, as it comes out of the grinder, you can fill the bags up, but I don't have one of them, so I use the caulk gun method. And as that meat warms up, it that fat starts running out of there. It gets kind of tallowy. I got my little dog over here. He's hoping I drop something. Looks like this is getting pretty close. Looks like maybe that's just about half, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that aside, start another one, and whatever I have left over I'll just top off each bag. Well, looks like we got our meat to casing ratio pretty good. We just finished up 6 pounds, took up 2 casings, just what the excuse me, just what the directions said. So we cut they gave you an extra string at the end of the casing to cut off, and we worked that, try to get the air pockets out of there, gave it a good twist, and we're going to tie it up. So we're just throw a couple overhand knots on there. Nice and tight. And there it is. We'll clean that up. That's supposed to cure for 12 to 24 hours in the fridge. Let the cure work on that meat, and then we will cut cook it up in the oven. You can smoke it too, but I don't have time this week to smoke it, so we're just going to do the directions in the oven. We'll tie that one up the same as this one. And so far, real happy with that kit, so I can't wait to see what it tastes like. We had our sausage curing overnight. I was gonna cook it in the oven, but I decided I wanted some smoke flavor to it, so brought it out. I started the charcoal going in my little smoking grill, little smoky grill from Brinkman here. And we laid our sausage casings on top. Now we're supposed to keep that in there for an hour at like 140, dries everything out. Then we kick it up for another hour with some apple wood smoke. I got our apple chips right here soaking. Now you soak your wood in water so it puts off, when you put it on next to the charcoal, it really starts putting off a lot of smoke because, you know, of course it's damp. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait an hour, come back out, and put some wood on here, get the smoke going, and get cooking our sausage. I'm excited. Well guys, we left you with putting the sausage in the smoker, and we smoked it for about 2.5 hours. Brought it up to about 165, 170 for a couple hours. Added some smoke to it, and we were going to cook it in the oven, but we decided to smoke it instead, and it turned out great. So the casing came out good, shrunk up good, and I just made a slice here, and it looks good. A lot of the pork, the fat in the pork came out. Looks like my grinder, we mixed it good with the grinder, so I've got another one here. And I like my summer sausage a little bit drier, so that's why I brought it up a little hotter, but looks good. So we're going to taste it here and see what we got. Casing comes off good. Does it stick onto it? That's good stuff. So yeah, I'm pleased with the package. Like I said, we got that at Dunham's for 20 bucks. I'm going to do some more experimenting with some more meat with it, but overall, I like it, and I got another couple packages to do more meat with, so we'll definitely be doing some more. So that's our unboxing and our sausage making video. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and from East to West Outdoors, I got you. Good stuff.